I don't follow CatZ too much, so I don't know if that has any kind of significant meaning. But he's level 35 in Heart of the Swarm, and Dragon is level 34, so both of them playing quite a lot, and this should make up for a pretty good game.
Yeah, this should be awesome, considering they both have so much experience in Heart of the Swarm.
Yeah. Star Station is the map, and we are jumping in just a few seconds, and then we're gonna find out if Dragon can continue his reign in the IronSquid Heart of the Swarm show matches, or if we have, on the other hand, a new champion with Rude Cats. Apparently, Todd was not able to win the last time that he played, and Dragon also defeated Imaga, so against Zerk he doesn't seem too shaky. He actually defeated Imaga with a quick 3-0, after Imaga took like 3 wins or even 4, so Dimaga had some experience in this game as well. But well, let's have a quick look. Game is started, and let's see what's gonna happen here. Who's gonna take it? Starting to the bottom left of Star Station in yellow, we have the Root captain. It is CatZ, and I still don't know who Manu is.
I don't know.
Starting to the top left in red is his opponent, the champion, the current champion in the IronSquid show match, King of the Hill. It is Dragon. Yeah, I know that Manu is Moman's first name, but I don't know what Moman has to do with the game between CatZ and Dragon.
Yeah, I don't really think there is anything. I don't think there's a connection.
I actually thought about Moman when they spammed like Manu, 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 and I'm like, no, Moman is French, but he's not in the channel, he's not on Battle.net right now, so I don't know. Yeah, but Moman is a little bit crazy. If you guys have never met Moman, I mean, you'll probably see him at the next Home Story Cup when you watch the stream a couple times. The guy is crazy, always running around with a baguette, at least when he applies for the NASL again. But yeah, the guy's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's definitely pretty cool. I think he's an interesting character, and he's definitely a pretty good player. Been around forever. So it looks like Dragon wants to go for CC first.
Yeah.
You could see that by that SCV movement. Unless that was his SCV. I just saw it for a second, the SCV going back to the middle line, so it may have been just he was rallied to make a faster barracks, but changed his mind. Now he's going down to go make the CC first on the low ground.
Does it feel to you in Heart of the Swarm that you get more money, by the way?
I think part of the reason why, and this seems like a little bit far-fetched, but I think it's because of that auto mine at the beginning. It feels like you just have everything like a little bit faster because it's so efficient. But that's all I can really think of.
I don't even mean in the early game. I always have the feeling that you mine faster, because in the mid game, even if I don't screw up my macro too horribly, I always have thousands. It's like crazy. And when it goes into the late game, I have such a huge bank. I always think like, well, would I really have this bank at this point in time in Wings of Liberty 2? It's really a little bit awkward.
Oh, look at this, by the way. CatZ is going for some drone pressure on the CC. He's actually pulled 4 or 5 drones.
That's actually gonna be pretty awesome. Dragon has to watch out here. This is like CatZ, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, what is he known for? Every single time when he started Wings of Liberty with his stream, he went for like proxy hatches and stuff like that. And with the distance that we have here, that's definitely something that we can do. Now it comes down to the SCV micro, and he could
Oh, that's not even a wall.
Timings a lot.
Look at the barracks placement. It's not even really a good wall, and he needs to finish that barracks as soon as possible because
There are not enough SCVs.
Yeah, I don't think that's enough at all. And CatZ some really good micro here. He's actually going to take out several of these SCVs. Oh wow!
Goes for the surround, takes it down.
This is actually just game over,
God.
man. This is just the end of the game. He can't come back from this.
He killed 7 workers. He killed 8 workers with this.
Imagine if CatZ had brought Lings after this.
Guys, the worker count is 20 to 10 at this point. He just completely killed Dragon. Dragon has 1 Marine, now has
He
a
can't even
very
make his
delayed
orbital.
expansion. And that's horrible.
He can't make his orbital. He doesn't have enough money. He starts actually a 3rd command center because he knows he's behind, so he can catch up in his SCV count.
That's
I think
awesome.
he's got to feel humiliated right now.
That is brilliant.
This is a huge rush distance too on this map. You know, that was not just some chance thing. That was pretty aggressive and pretty nasty by CatZ. But you know, he microed it extremely well, and Dragon just did not take him seriously with that.
Yeah, not at all. I have to say that CatZ played that quite beautiful. I mean, that was fantastic. He took down 8 harvesters. He delayed everything in this game. It's crazy. And oh, look who's in the observer chat. Oh my god, now I feel silly.
Now it all
Don't I
makes
feel
sense.
silly now? Moman is in the lobby. Ooh, wow, I did not see that. That's why, okay. Hey Moman, how you doing? Welcome to IronSquid. I actually expect like to get a baguette again. You know
Yeah, I hope I get one too, man.
that?
I haven't even met this guy in person yet.
You never met Moman in person, really?
Not yet.
Oh man, you're in for
I
a
haven't
treat.
had the treat, man. But it looks like I'm gonna get to do this.
Look at this game here. We have doubling the supply for CatZ, and he has 28 harvesters against 18. Finally, the double orbital for Dragon. But CatZ is so far ahead in this game already. This is, oh my god, guys, this is brilliant. I have never seen this much damage done with the early drone pull.
Yeah, same.
I mean, a few people do that occasionally, but still, that was pretty sick. Yeah, and CatZ actually not the only one who had lag. We also had a huge freeze here.
Yeah.
I actually feel like it's not a problem of CatZ. It might just be Battle.net, but Dragon states that he doesn't have a problem.
Yeah, we had some weird spikes there. So
which is actually funny because Dragon is supposed to be in Korea right now, so he should have felt that spike too.
Yeah, that's really weird. Dragon's just not happy in general, I think, right now. He's just like,
I wouldn't be.
I would have, if I were Dragon Man, I'd totally accept that. I'm like, yeah, it's really laggy. That's why I lost all my drones to your, or all my SUVs to your drone pull.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. So yeah, I'm having a lot of lag too. I would have totally embraced that.
You know, it's even more. It's even better for CatZ if you think about it. CatZ stated from the beginning that he has a little bit of a delay, that he has a problem here, and still he was able to micro this well. And I have to say that his micro was just exceptional. He did lose, I think, one harvester, took down 8. I still can't get over the fact that the guy just took down 8 harvesters. Yeah. 8! With just a simple pull. And I also can't understand why Dragon. Why would you ever pull only? I mean, he was up against how many harvesters? Against 6, and he pulled 5.
Yeah.
How does that make sense? Like, Dragon pulled less harvesters to defend against it than he was actually facing.
I guess he just thought maybe my SUVs have more hit points. I don't know.
Yeah, well, whatever he thought, it didn't really work out.
No,
for him.
it did not work out at all. It was actually really impressive. Now it looks like he's ready though, and we're back in the game. He's a fast 4 gases. These Zlings are actually going to try to trade here. He's not going to get anything out of it.
Kill some hit points.
Yeah.
The expansion, of course, or let's not say the expansion, but of course the tech and therefore the medivacs for Dragon are so heavily delayed at this point. And CatZ is just playing his game here, and so he should. He's teching to Leia already, way before we even see a starport. Starport just now being started. We have the first few Hellions now being built. But so far, everything is working in CatZ's favor. He has 46 harvesters to 27. Triple orbital on the other hand for Dragon, so that helps him a lot. But yeah, so far, CatZ is definitely fine.
Yeah, he's doing a great job with the tree spread now. He's got this lead and he knows that all the tech is delayed, so he can't really attack. He can't be attacked by Hellions even yet. The first Hellions coming out, of course, right now. They're going to come across the map and try to be annoying, but CatZ is actually dropping down 3 more tumors before they even get here. So, it should be totally fine. And Roach Boring going down for CatZ. Double evolution chambers, not going to be hitting any sort of timing push off of 2 base to try to kill Dragon. Just wants to play a normal defensive game here and take a 3rd base.
And CatZ is doing a really great job with those extra queens. Spreading the creep forward like this will help him a lot. Also with the safety. Now we have the Caduceus reactor, and unless in Heart of unlike in Heart of the Swarm, sorry, in Wings of Liberty, in Heart of the Swarm, that upgrade is actually useful.
Yeah,
so
it's not
going to cancel it.
Not a fake cloak. Definitely a very useful upgrade. He is getting Banshee though, and you can actually get the reactor while you get a Banshee out because you need to have that tech lab. So a lot of players will get that Banshee out with this build and then use the Banshee just like use the Wings of Liberty. Then go into medevac production using the reactor that they originally used for the Hellions oftentimes. And we do have a big pressure attack here by, of course, CatZ. I keep wanting to call him No Cancer.
Oh wow, huge mistake here. Doesn't lift the supply depot, and now suddenly he has Lings in his main base. Killing SCVs and mining time. That was definitely not intended. 3 SCVs die, a 4th is going to buy that as well.
Several of these SCVs are so low on hit points now too, so if he goes for the follow-up attack of any kind.
God. He picks them off one by one. He
15.
took down 15 harvesters in total, so 7 during this attack.
That wall, also, you know, he's got a call down supply on that, means he missed a depot earlier. But also, I'm pretty sure that wall is not tight even with the depot raised, based on the way the factory is. I'm pretty sure there's a hole there right behind the reactor, because I saw an SCV walk behind there earlier, unless he moved it slightly. But either way, I'm pretty sure that if he had raised it, it wouldn't have been a problem. But, you know, CatZ is putting on a little bit of pressure with the advantage he has. He's losing a little bit of tumors here, but he's actually going to pick off a Hellion. That's worth it.
Yeah. So at this point now, the roaches are already streaming across the map. That one Banshee has a lot of work in front of her if she really wants to stop this attack. And CatZ is gonna do his damage. Even if he just picks off one supply depot or two, takes down another harvester, that's so gonna be worth it. And at the front, we have extra supplies on one of the supply depots. So he's losing it, and now he's heavily supply blocked. He was already supply blocked before the supply depot died, but that's of course like the worst case scenario now. And if he just wiggles away at his opponent's harvesters counts now with this attack, that's all that he has to do.
Yep, that's exactly what he's going to do here. Was going for the bunker at first, but now starts to target just like you said. Hellions over here are finally going to be chased away, which means that CatZ can now mine from his third. Can't really do too much more damage. And the follow-up attack here is going to be pretty scary, I feel. Just because he's losing all of his roaches defensively now. The Caduceus reactor is done. He's getting a few medevacs out, or he should be. With 1-1 and a strong bioforce of Hellbats and Marines and Mirage, it's still going to be a pretty scary push.
Yeah.
Oh wow, he's not dealing with these. Yeah, this is a big problem. He's actually killed 33, 34 now. Probably get like 36 harvesters, and wow, this is not over yet. He's actually seeing more roaches in. I think it should probably be ending pretty soon though.
Yeah, he's losing quite a lot here.
Oh my god.
CatZ is going for additional attacks, +2/+2 for 1-1 is done for Dragon. He has Infestors now out too, and that is just way too much. We have the upgrades for the Hydralisks and the third base for the Zerg player, so this is not looking good, not at all.
Yep, Widow Mine down there just a little bit too late. These Banshees, though, are a little bit scary since there's only one Queen up here at the front. She needs to get out of there. Nice Burrow is going to force a scan. Oh wow, he looks like he doesn't even have one.
The Widow Mine at least is going to help him a little bit, and those Banshees now could maybe do some damage, and he really needs it. But the Queen takes...
oh wow, sick micro there, gets the Queen away. Second Queen arrives, but a bit too late. Oh, no. That was nicely done by Dragon, at least picking that off there.
Yeah, but here comes the Infestor, and that's it.
Hydralis finishes the job.
That was a kill steal, man. That Infestor was so ready to drop the second fungal, and then when the bomb just hit, the Hydralis comes out, it's like, nah.
You know, the thing is, everybody was trying to steal queens, the kills of those queens. 2 queens fought that Banshee, then the Infestor, and then the Hydralis. That Banshee just was so tough to take down.
Yeah. And also pointed out by our observer here, a shout out to Funkadelich once again, is the creep spread for CatZ. He has a field day here. I mean, this guy can do whatever he wants. I'm actually a little bit shocked that his opponent is still at 90 supply. With all the harvesters that he lost and the huge deficit that he still has in the SCV count, I have to say that him on nearly the same supply as CatZ, I would have thought that Dragon at this point would already be completely dead.
Yeah, same. Part of the thing I think is that CatZ just kept attacking him, cost inefficiently with those roaches, trying to trade for SCVs, so he lost a lot of supply there, but his economy more than makes up for it. So now he's got 4 bases running, totally uncontested with that crease spread you were talking about. He's getting the Bailey Nest. His Hydralis count is starting to get a little bit up there, actually went up to 9 here. Now with that speed upgrade, you can do a lot with them.
Yeah, that's also the one thing that always tempts me when I play Heart of the Swarm, to go into a Hydralis composition, but there are so many things to just counter them out. But yeah, it's all about the timings right now. You can hit the Hydralis timings, and I'm really interested to see what players are going to do with Hydralis once more players transition over to Heart of the Swarm. To me, it's like one of the most interesting units for Zerg these days, because it's just completely underused in Wings of Liberty. You have it occasionally, there are a couple of timings that you can hit, but still, I really want to see them used a lot more.
Yep, you can see that off creep movement speed upgrade actually being researched right now. Dragon is going for the scan and sweep.
How does CatZ do it? How does he always have a roach in the mineral line of Dragon? How is that possible?
I actually don't even know where that roach came from. He must have burrowed it earlier and sneaked it in now.
He
actually forces him all the way back and then goes for an attack at the same time. A great timing here by CatZ.
Yeah, moving in, and here we go. No fungal just yet. The Infestors are not here. Here they come, and the bomb is ready. The fungal drops, so do the volleyballs. We have the infested Terrans, and Dragon is just gonna roll over and die here. This is
he
not
doesn't have
something
enough.
that he can win.
There's too many Hydras at the back. He's actually going to trap these SCVs. Really nice micro on his Roaches. Micro, actually, we don't even see that often in a professional game.
Talking about the Roaches, guess who's still alive and kicking? Oh, just died. The Roach to the top left, top right. He still did damage. And Harvest is killed over the course of this game by CatZ 61.
That's actually absurd.
That's pretty crazy. Dragon is now down to 80. Resupply against 175, a 4th base, a 5th base even going down for CatZ, and that's crazy. This guy is at 180. He has all the upgrades that he needs. He's on +2/+2.
That is a very annoying Widow Mine. Can you fungal Widow Mines actually? Yeah, okay, it looks like it.
Yeah.
It seems weird to like fungal something that's underground like that, but yeah, you can fungal underground Berserk units, so it makes sense you could fungal Widow Mine. 4 Vipers coming out now. I think we're gonna see some Blinding Cloud most likely. As you know, I guess he could yank some siege tanks with that abduct as well, but probably going to be more focused on the Blinding Cloud. I feel against this type of composition, he could start yanking the siege tanks off the high ground. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, he could actually use them to just get those siege tanks onto the low ground into the army. That's definitely true. So that might be something that he's going to attempt now. But he's maxed out, and also look at his bank, 2,000 already. Gas is the one thing that restricts him a little bit. Even going for the double Spire now.
Yeah. I was gonna say I didn't even see him build the first Spire. I thought for a moment they changed the restriction of Vipers to Infestation Pit or something like that. This hatchery actually will have to be cancelled.
Yeah, let me actually double check, but I'm pretty sure they did change it. There has to be one Spire somewhere already.
Yeah, I guess you could just click on his hatch and see if you can build mutas. No, he can't build mutas. They must have actually.
Yeah, they changed the Viper apparently.
Yeah, I thought it required Spire. I guess it only requires Infestation Pit nowadays. That Spore Crawler is in the perfect spot to ruin Dragon's day. He actually saves the medevac just barely, but the Hydra's going to have other plans. Wow, that was really close. That's that Caduceus reactor in action. Look at that. Comes into the main base still, and actually the hatchery has to be cancelled once more.
Yeah, actually, Naniwa had a nice analogy for it. He said that obviously Vin Diesel tempered a little bit with the Medivacs because now they have the Fast and the Furious style.
Oh, here's some of that Blinding Cloud reducing the vision of these siege tanks, and actually he's just going to crush through despite the fact that he had to deal with that drop. He's just not concerned. Look at the Blinding Cloud everywhere.
Yeah, he's like, okay, well, you can drop me and do a little bit of damage. I don't really care. I want to end this game. You already lost, and I know it. You know it as well. And you're gonna lose it right here. He needs to deal with the siege tanks though. They do a lot of damage against those, against infestors and against the Hydralisk, but I feel like he was busy just dealing with the drop at the bottom right at this time.
Yeah, it looks like he's now gonna clean this up. You know, losing a few infestors actually to splash damage to try to save them with a burrow there.
Look at this bank that he has. I just feel like in Wings of Liberty you don't have such a bank if you're on the same amount of bases. I don't know, I might be wrong, but it just feels like in Heart of the Swarm you have much more money in the late game.
I kind of want to...
I want to test that.
Yeah, I want to... you know, I've actually not felt this way yet, but I would like to test it because...
You know, every single time I watch a pro gamer, for example, stream Heart of the Swarm, when they enter the mid game, I realize that they have this huge bank suddenly, and all these things that I don't realize in the Wings of Liberty. I might be wrong, maybe it's just me perceiving it in a little bit of a different way, but I always feel that starting in the late game and then until the end of the game you suddenly have such a huge bank no matter what race you play.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
You know, it's not like he has 100 harvesters or anything. He has like the normal harvester count. It's like
he's
70.
got a lot of unspent larvae, but you know, he's making a lot of units still, keeping up his production. He just made 11 corruptors right before that, and he's got the ability to start those broodlords now that the Greater Spire's done. That's why he's not using his larvae yet.
Look at the top right, man. The guy's actually not only expanding at the bottom right of the map, but also getting another expansion up there. So
Dragon has found it, but you know, killing these bases like with all these expansions going down, it's just not going to be necessarily enough.
Yeah, Dragon is still trying to hold on here, and he's doing a decent job considering how far behind he was in the early stage of the game. It's just like, I don't see him really coming back into this. It would be very surprising if CatZ would throw this win away. From the early beginning, he had such a huge lead in this match. But Dragon is trying to be a nuisance here. He's trying to drop now not only bottom right, but also to the main base at the bottom left. Here we go, going for the fourth actually, finding the sweet spot that is far away from the spine crawler to do damage to the economy.
Yep. And this drop is not going to be able to stick around. He tries to, over a second there, I thought he was going to try to run and target down the broods. I was like, nope, not with 3 Marines, man.
Next drop is dead, and here comes a bit of a push out. But now we have a very scary army for CatZ. Broodlords are here.
And they've got Viper support, you know, that makes them even scarier because the vision of his opponent's units is going to be so easy to shut down with those.
I actually never tried it, but can you attack air if you're on a blinding cloud? I mean, that's one range, so are you...
Only if it's like right above you, I guess. Oh, that queen, I don't know where she's going, but she's turning around really fast now. Look at that medevac, man.
But that would mean that the Broodlords are flying pretty low, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know exactly how the lore of this one works out, but...
I need to talk to Blizzard about this. That's like, guys, seriously, Broodlords flying that low? I get it, they're heavy, but...
They're really heavy, it's true. They're starting to do some real damage here. Dragon is hanging on by a thread. He's gotten himself back up to 150 supply now.
He wants to go for a bit of a base race, doesn't he?
It looks like it, man.
Running to the bottom, but that's not going to help him too much. That one Viking, the hero Viking, is trying to take down all these Broodlords. Is there no anti-air whatsoever? Ah, here we go, Hydras, finally.
Yeah, and here comes that counterattack. There's only queens here, and that's not quite enough.
Yeah, not really. He's getting a few Infestors out now, and with the Infestors he will be able to do a little bit. The thing is that Dragon is definitely going to lose his entire base, and just look at the bank that we have for our CatZ. He's on 3,500 minerals.
And he sends just some units back to target down the siege tanks. Once the siege tanks are gone, like you said, the Infestors are going to be able to clean up everything else.
Yeah.
He didn't quite kill all the siege tanks, though.
Most of them are gone, but definitely
there's no answer for the Broodlords, though, is the big problem.
Yeah. He doesn't have any anti-air except for those Marines, and let's just face it, with the fungals available and all those infestors sticking around, it doesn't really look like he can do anything.
Yeah, look at that. He's just gonna keep chain fungaling. Boom. Even with the new projectile, it's so hard to dodge those with this many Marines. It's hard to split them on creep, and just gonna come with these roaches, clean up the last of those Marines, and Dragon is gonna have to GG here.
Yeah, this is game. Now his production is gone. He doesn't have any money left, so this is definitely the last of his units. He's trying his hardest, but at this point, it's pretty obvious that he can't win anymore. GG, and CatZ takes game number 1. Doing a really good job here, and that game was one of the early game.